Previously on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When the doors closed and the elevator started to move, I accidentally skipped some text. When I finally stepped on, okay. The steel box ascended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feel when his time finally comes.
Oh!
Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive a judgment. Wait, did Makoto say that? I guess okay, he did. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
Yo! You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what I said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Let's do it. Class trial, alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I vote myself to not die. Oh, wait.
Who done it,
Is
then
that not how it
only
works?
they will receive punishment.
I'll shut up now.
But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Fucking what?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial,
That's the
can I
dumbest
ask
thing
a
I've ever
question
heard.
real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful
They're
if
dead.
they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Just like how I wanted to penetrate Sayaka. I mean, what?
Penetrates?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought of it that way, but also I'm upset that it was this person.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Bullshit.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Alright, let's
First
do it.
up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noted, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I mean, I guess. As things progress during each class trial, you will be engaged in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, well let's figure out my controls then. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Evidence of struggle.
I assert that...
Okay, what are the controls? It's Miss Sayaka. Yeah.
We know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Yeah?
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Oh. I did it. I did a thing.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka
Me and
the killer,
Sayaka.
of
I mean,
course.
shit.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
I guess.
Sorry.
Oh, poor girl.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Oh my gosh. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. It was the knife, right? Because it was clearly in her chest. Yeah. Okay.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her
Oh my
stomach.
gosh, it was a knife, you
Without a doubt,
dumbass.
that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
What is it saying behind me, anyways?
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Well, I mean, I discovered
Which
it.
means that knife
I
must be the murder weapon.
Guess Aoi saw it too, but she didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah, it's no
And
shit.
If you look real close, I could totally see
You
that
don't
being
even
a
have to look
kitchen
that
knife.
close. It's just an...
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
I hate when he makes that face.
That's
We don't.
right.
It was you, because it
Makoto's
sets it on the
room
wall.
was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments.
Yes, let's do that.
Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Yeah, because you did
I
it.
don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. I mean, unless I killed her. There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? I guess. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, let's do it. Howie's account. Okay, I guess I...
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining.
No, that's wrong.
Stupid bitch! Break.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're
Someone's
gonna
in the
say you're
kitchen
not
with
the killer, right?
Dinah. Someone's in the
ahead,
kitchen,
and
I
say it all you
know.
want.
Someone's killing Sayaka in my
Well,
bathroom.
what if I have a witness?
And I'm pretty sure it's Leon.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Oh, well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words,
why do I need
there's
two
no
jackets?
way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
Yeah, stop being such a
and
bitch.
more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
I hate your
murder
voice.
is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Yeah, good
so
for
in
them.
other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Hey, Chihiro, you better shut up.
Grief, enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Oh, thank you, Akuma.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall.
Oh no,
and I didn't
accidentally
take the
skipped his
knife.
annoying voice.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seemed
Leon.
the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
I was just drinking my tea.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh, thanks, Sakura.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I
You were
stayed in
fucking-
Hina's room last night.
Hot.
I got so scared
I
thanks
mean,
to those
what? Who
creepy
said that?
videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
What? No, like, fucking?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
Wait.
It's unwholesome!
Does he think Sakura's a... What?
But I'm a girl.
Yeah, what do you think the skirt is for? I mean, I guess he could if she was
oh my
a
gosh,
boy.
I'm so sorry!
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a boy wearing a skirt, but like, it's kind of obvious.
But if it wasn't either of
She has
you,
boobs.
then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well,
I don't know, I
because
just didn't think of it.
they're not here anymore.
Oh, Junko or Sayaka? Someone who's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh, so Sayaka took the knife. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
I got it!
We already know,
Then-
she just said.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As
Someone's
she
in the
left,
kitchen with
she said she just
Sayaka.
wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
I mean, we never said Sayaka was
In
the
that case,
strongest
you may not
girl
have
in
taken
here.
the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Bitch.
He did do it after all.
No!
Shut up.
You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
He's got a blew up vote on his tie. A true Redditor. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on.
I'm
It's
not the
still too
imposter.
early to
I'm not
decide
sus.
conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
The bathroom
And
door.
until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
My condoms. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use a mouse to aim and press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. Me! I did it! If we can just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Ooh. Hair. Hair. Okay. Oh, I have to. Oh.
Now
What?
I understand!
Did I don't know if I fucked up or not. I can't remember. I might
That's
have.
right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
But we did it anyways.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
That's so time
It wouldn't be
consuming.
unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever
But
been
she was
there.
in the fucking bathroom.
That makes sense, does it not?
No, dumbass.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
I hate you.
Then
What's
why
in his
wasn't there any
backpack?
hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you
No.
sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
I mean, it's a pretty good
No.
reason.
There are other reasons that
But, you
prove
know.
why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
I would also like to hear these
Do
reasons.
you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yeah, it said Leon's name on the wall.
Sayaka was attacked in the
It's
main room
very
first,
obvious.
then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah. Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's
Bathroom
fairly
door.
certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yeah, my doorknob was broken. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Doorknob. Oh.
I got it!
Okay, there we go.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The bathroom doorknob,
The
dumbass.
doorknob for
What
my
other doorknob
bathroom.
would it be?
It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah,
So,
true.
do we just keep these pictures on
But
our like
what does it
handbook or
mean?
something? Like where
In
are we
trying to
getting
bypass
this?
the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Yeah, I
So
didn't
what?
do it.
You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Why would I need
But
to?
if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look
Is the
at how
only
the incident
reason the
unfolded.
guys' bathrooms don't have
Hopefully
locks
that
on
will
it for
help you
this?
understand.
Is that the only reason? Just for this one case? Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? It's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Okay, fine. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you will also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because your influence gauge, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck, and have fun. Alright then. Make your argument. Bathroom door on frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Okay,
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
This is also true.
Then the killer ran after her,
Yes.
and they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Okay.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Wrong. Dumbass. They don't lock.
No, that's wrong.
Does it say counter? Is that what it says?
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
No.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Yeah, IKEA really fucked it up there.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right?
Yeah, I know. We already
But
went
to
over
have such
this.
a cruddy door.
I know. It's ironic.
That's not lucky at all.
I know. We already
So the
said
reason
this.
the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Yeah.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The
Yeah,
killer could
but,
easily
you
make
know.
that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was, it took place in my room.
I got
The
it!
thing was switched?
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying
Yeah,
the
'cause
culprit
the
didn't even
plates
know
were
where
switched.
he was? That's inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say
I was
what?
saying that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which
did
is
they
what
say
led to the
Sayaka's name like
misunderstanding
that?
about the
Sayaka.
bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own
Is that how
room,
you actually
then
pronounce it? Sayaka?
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break
Does that
through.
mean Taka's name is actually Taka?
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Fucking dumbass.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer
But-
must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless,
that's wild.
it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Yeah, but they didn't know it was
Definitely
locked.
something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
I'm asking, right?
That is
I should have known
a
that.
definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, you stupid bitch, get fucked, you're wrong. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
Leon,
I'm
it's on the
sorry,
wall.
but I give up. Quit without saving.
But
I hate you.
what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Oh, we all die, probably?
Why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No, let's
Majority
not.
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Well, if we're all voting for you, Lysander
Yeah,
ass.
our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
And
For
Hifumi's lack of
serious.
a neck.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh,
So, how
as a
long
matter
does it
of
take
fact,
these people to
I
get
do
their hair
have
done in the
one
morning?
question.
Oh, you.
Feels like that can't be easy.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah,
Why does Taka have
Okay,
swirls in it?
so,
Actually, why do they all have swirls in their eyes?
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes.
I
How
don't know, they
did
probably
the
broke
killer
the
get
door.
inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
No,
I
it
don't
was in
think so.
my room.
That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No.
That
Oh, shit, sorry.
Trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
What is my place exactly? You have a giant spike on the top of your head. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because, switching rooms? Shit, I don't know. I guess switching rooms. When the victim was... Okay, I guess.
I got it!
Oh no.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Ah, okay.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you. Oh, holy shit, I feel like we've read this already, like, twice. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Gas.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Because she wanted to kill
I
you.
know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Possibility of murder. Holy shit. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search,
Oh shit.
and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When
Yeah,
you write, it
great.
can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty
Okay, so now we know
old-fashioned
what she'll
technique,
do when,
but even the classics can be surprisingly
murders
useful
someone.
sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
See? I told you. I said earlier, I said, like, why aren't we looking at the notepad? Like, she could have used
Which
it.
means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then
Yeah,
either
exactly.
it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Bitch doesn't
No,
look like my
I didn't.
handwriting. I don't know how to read or write.
Of course you didn't, because the
You
note
just
also
said her
bears a
name right there.
perfectly
What the
legible
fuck?
signature. Sayaka's signature.
I mean, what if I forged Sayaka's signature? We've known her for, like, what? A few days? Who could it say, like, who memorized her handwriting? Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her
don't know.
way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Me!
She must have slid it
No,
under their door
dumbass.
to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, What young man could resist?
I thought you liked 2D girls.
Of course, I'm only
Okay,
into
there we go.
2D, so it wouldn't have any effect
Why does
on
his
me.
voice change? Also, why does he have like fucking cat lips?
But can we be sure anyone even
What
got
is
this note?
Hifumi? Is he even human?
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh?
Why not?
What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, that's why we asked.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh. Oh, okay. Make my argument. Dorm nameplates, I guess.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Makoto.
But in the note, the place they
No,
were
that's
asked
wrong.
to
We
come to,
didn't.
it specifically says my room.
Okay.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room
Go.
that
No, that's wrong.
I didn't actually hear the whole thing, so I might be wrong.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right.
Okay, cool.
The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
And a really shitty looking
And the nameplate
pixel
on
art of
Makoto's
us.
room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other,
Congrats.
so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who
It's not
switched
like
the
none of our
names
room-
was...
It's not like all
Well,
of our
of course it
rooms,
wasn't you, right,
are that far
Makoto?
from each other, right?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
You. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms. Me!
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So
Is
the
it
only
really
other
pronounced
person
Sayaka?
besides me who would even know to switch
I'm
the
not gonna say it like
nameplates
that. That sounds weird.
was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates on to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would
Or if
she
she
switch
thought the
them in
first one
the
was
first
really
place?
fucking stupid.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened
Holy
after
shit.
she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Or she attacked
We
them
figured
first.
it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still
Great,
don't know
that
who it
doesn't
is,
narrow
you
it down.
goddamn idiot!
There's still 14 of
Sayaka
us
fought
plus
with her
me,
killer
but
there in the
I'm
room,
pretty sure
yes?
it's not me, because I know it's not me, because I didn't do it. There. Do I make myself clear?
Perhaps the answer to
Leon.
our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Sure.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Oh, I took it.
Sayaka
'Cause it looked
suggested
cool.
I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the
just
killer
kick at his
used
hair
it to
to
break
stand up like that.
Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The gold. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Sayaka's wrist. Boom, it's glittery.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should
How
become
did they
pretty
break the
clear.
wrist with the sword, though? Just like chop it?
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
No, it's copper.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And
Cool.
there's some on her wrist because...
They broke the wrist.
Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her
She having a
wrist!
spasm in the corner there?
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
I hate you.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
DuckTales, solving mysteries and rewriting histories. What happened to my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more oh my gosh, okay. You're getting used to non-stop debates. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage in your influence gauge. If you press the Q key you can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. I forgot what I switched it to. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be switched to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, that's not very nice, that's pretty mean. Oh wait. Okay, I look a sword, kitchen knife set. Oh, how do I choose?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
Okay.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Yeah.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Oh shit, did I fuck it? What? You think something I said is wrong? No.
Shoot.
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in here somewhere. Shit.
When the fighting broke out,
Okay,
the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Okay.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Yeah.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, well, I fucked it somewhere. The person with the sword really did attack first. No explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. The sheath?
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the... But then the culprit...
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really... Okay.
When the fighting broke, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow... A sword-based sneak attack!
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Right, because it was sheath.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Oh, right, I forgot about
See?
that.
There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I completely forgot
Something
about that.
sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
I mean, did it for fun.
If
I
you
don't
were
know.
going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
No,
That's
the
true.
sheath looks cool.
With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so
Okay.
how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen
Probably
knife,
just-
maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation,
they must
there wouldn't be
really
any
good at
time to
blocking.
actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Yes.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I
So
get it!
Sayaka.
So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
Nope. No.
Then they took the knife and
No.
attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So
Nope.
she grabbed the sword to defend herself.
Nope.
But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
I think.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because why would they know that the knife is hidden
Because she
in her
never
room?
held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her
shit,
body
right,
that
'cause
makes
there's
this
no
clear.
gold on it. The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her vagina. Her broken wrist?
Shoot!
Oh no, her palms. I read it wrong. I'm kind of dumb. Her palms.
I got it!
I'm
You're
dumb.
talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before,
Because of the
gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her
OxyClean
hands
stain
after
removal.
she escaped into the bathroom.
Why would she do
Sorry,
that?
but I don't think...
Why do you say that? Is it because you
Yes.
think I'm ugly?
Yes, it is.
No, that's not it at
Fucking
all.
hate Toko. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's certain regulation that tells us about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. Water was off. She's afraid of water. She's hydrophobic.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Yep.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off
Why,
at
though?
nighttime,
I don't really
right?
get that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Gross.
Oh, my.
It's not like you
You're
shower.
no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Oh my
Insult,
gosh.
obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yep, that's how
But
that works.
hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka. The one who damaged the sheath would had to have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, no shit.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Yeah.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
The plot thickened.
She took
What?
the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
So
And if
she
it's
was
true
planning
that
a
she
murder.
had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
And was really bad at murdering.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka
Makoto.
was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was
Look
so
how
that she
shocked
could
Leon
pin the
is.
crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
That's
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
What a bitch! I can't believe I wanted to fuck her. I mean, I still couldn't
That
do.
would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by
The way
committing
she
the
says
murder
his
there,
name.
instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for
Makoto.
that to work,
Sounds
the
like a
target
fucking
had to
minion.
be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the
Mm-hmm.
target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Yes.
Doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
And it was,
For one
because she
thing,
died.
even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that
Hey,
kind
man,
of
just
cutthroat
because I'm-
behavior.
Just because I'm thinking with my
I'm
dick
sure
half the time
Sayaka
doesn't...
realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked
doesn't mean I
him to
can't
switch rooms.
snitch.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid.
Ouch.
Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I hate the face she's making.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yeah, we
Holy
already
shit.
discussed this.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She
Because she
launched her
died.
attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
That's exactly how that works.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Yeah.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
But it is.
Because...
Hey,
It's true.
hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Ow.
You're being super boring
shut
right
up,
now.
stupid
Come
fucking
on,
bear.
hurry up and decide who did it.
I'd kill myself right there in the room if I
Wouldn't
had
it
to
be
listen to another
awful
minute
if I
of this
had to
fucker
punish
talk.
you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Leon.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer
Why
to this
can't you
mystery.
do it?
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what could I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Well, there is something left. The fact that it says Leon on the wall, these fuckers are dumbasses. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
You're wrong.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong! Break. It says Leon
There
on the
still
wall.
might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
It clearly says
Dining.
Leon.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote
Okay.
something on the
You
wall
deaf?
behind her, remember? 11037.
It says
Written
Leon.
in her own blood.
It says
There must be a
threes.
clue about the killer hidden in there.
It says Leon.
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask,
No, it clearly
can
says
we
Leon.
really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. Who else? What? The fucking left index finger.
I got it!
I didn't read it. Oops.
Her left index finger had blood on it.
No, the killer just wrote his own name on the
That
wall.
could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I
Just
see.
dipped it in the hole
She
in her
broke her right
dress.
wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Yep.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 1 1
I think it's trying to
0,
say
3 7?
177013. My favorite
Hey,
anime.
Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know
I
all
already asked
about
you,
numbers
Chihiro.
and shit.
We already asked her.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Cyber chase, we're moving. We're beating Hacker
Of
at his
course.
game.
It's because they're not numbers.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
It says Leon.
Yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just...
Yes.
Look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Yeah.
Don't these first two, 1 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yes, thank you.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1 1, but
It's an
looking
N.
at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Yeah.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Okay, well that's not very nice.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
It says Leon. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't think you fucking idiot.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something. Yes, it's Leon.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh?
Yeah.
You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
It says Leon. Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's real name. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it should become clear as so clear. You don't even need to. Any person with a fucking brain knows that it says Leon. You.
Here's my
On.
answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
If we did that at the start, this would have been a lot
If
easier.
you turn the message around,
This is Leon.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N.
Lion! It was a lion!
L-E-O-N.
We got it!
Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not
What
random
the
at all.
Why would it be random squiggles? It's actually written pretty
She
clearly.
wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result,
I mean, yeah.
when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
I mean, I don't know how accurate that is. I've never tried it.
That sounds like
She
one
did a
hell of a
good
stretch
job.
to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Why
If
not,
you're
man?
not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
All right, his
You know what
shirt.
I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
His shirt. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Where is it? There we go, burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Yes.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Well,
And to
yeah, that's
dispose of the
typically how that
shirt
works.
covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Spit it out. What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No, because it also says his name on the fucking wall.
I
We
mean,
fit over there.
Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
You're right. You are too, Chihiro. It was
That's
you.
right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Oh, it says
You're
Leon
right.
written in this cup.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand?
Yeah.
The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed of? Is that proper grammar? Where it was disposed of? Where? When the shirt was destroyed, if we focus on that, the killer will become clear. Where it was destroyed? You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck is that supposed to make anything clear?
Shoot!
Oh. Okay, so I guess it's when? I guess it's when then. The time the shirt was destroyed. If we focus on that, the killer will become clear. What do you mean when Samu was destroyed? Do you really have evidence that proves what time it was destroyed? I don't think you do.
Shoot.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, well, I guess it's how it was destroyed. Okay, cool.
I got it!
Wow.
If you look closely at how the shirt was
I
disposed
mean, all of
of,
those could
we
technically
should
work,
be
though,
able to
could they
figure
not?
out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Right.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Unless you threw
You
something
need the
at
key
it.
to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
You.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Because he's the ultimate baseball star, so he threw the glass thing that, the crystal ball
The key to the trash room.
at the button. 'Cause he
Whoever
could do
was
that.
on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
That's wrong. Okay, I guess it's right. Oh, shit.
Shoot!
Man, I'm gonna get a
The
bad
key
grade,
to the
and that's kind of
trash room.
unfortunate.
Whoever was on clean.
So the only one, the person.
And you'd have to get close to the
There we go.
incinerator.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong! Man, I don't want want to get a bad grade.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could.
No, you
if
can't.
you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Well, it's broken now. The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got
They're
it!
fine with it.
The killer simply
prayed for
took
the
aim
gate
at
for
the
the-
incinerator
fuck.
switch
They prayed for the
and
gate to
threw the
open.
ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw
Just like
that
how I come to
through
life
a
every
gap
night.
in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh, someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down there. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key,
Well, not
so
a
the
fairy.
only way the incinerator
Well,
could have been
maybe.
turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Then
Once
how'd
they
get the
got the
shirt in?
incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt
Oh, okay,
and
I
toss
guess.
it in.
I guess.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The
Sure.
shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning
he's the
duty,
ultimate baseball
the
star,
evidence
not the
would have been
ultimate
taken care of
basketball
much
star.
more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance
Oh,
from
you
the
can
gate
shoot
to
free
the
throws.
incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Fuck, how
The
did you know
pinpoint
that?
accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yeah, the ultimate baseball
That's
star.
right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Impossible for everyone except
Difficult,
you.
absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate cum lord. It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because ultimate baseball star.
I got it!
That's not grammatically
Because
correct.
the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target
You're
30
stupid.
feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Baseball star.
You can't be serious.
Your French accent is as bad as my Russian accent.
I'm not the killer! These
Okay.
goddamn shipper brains
Well,
have
shit, I
got it
guess we're
all
wrong.
wrong, I'm telling you!
Damn,
You
you're
still
right.
won't
It must have
admit
been me.
Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And
Okay.
with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want,
End it.
Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's
You
what
have a
happened.
tongue stud. The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I mean, sure. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book, just like in the Pro ZD skit. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Climax! Okay, so is it started? Okay, so, is this all we have? So I guess, Sayaka with knife. And then Sayaka goes to stab with knife. But he has sword. He blocks it. Object. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe that there then? First, when Sayaka talked to the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room. Sword. Okay. After the killer counterattacks the attackers, oh, what did they do next? I guess they killed her. This is confusing. scroll down? Is there like a... Oh, okay, there is. Oh, okay. Cool. So... that. They notice... Oh, they... Okay, they notice that. They use the object... And that's why it was damaged. Killer... Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So not that. They deflect. Attack run. What did they do next? Corner her. She gets locked in the bathroom. That. Okay. They stabbed Sayaka, right? Maybe? I don't know. She was stabbed Sayaka. Oh, leave something behind. She wrote Leon. Killer used an item in the room to dispose of the evidence. The killer threw to attack the incinerator was this. Okay. They threw their shirt into the incinerator. But a piece of shirt. Okay.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Right.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
But she was really shit at it.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Okay.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back.
Uh-oh.
During the struggle,
Ooh, ow.
a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh. Done.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Okay.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Unless they watched her do it.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
and stabbed her.
And stabbed Sayaka.
Yep. Shut the fuck up.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Okay.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
And she died.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Yep.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Yep.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Okay.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Yep.
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
And he threw it.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate
porn star. I mean baseball star.
The crystal
like how
ball,
generic some of these
thrown
sound
with
effects
absolute
are.
precision,
Like just Google
hit the
glass
switch on
shatter
the
sound
incinerator,
effect.
which then quickly roared to life.
Damn, that's a lot of sound effects all at once.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
Or a Sayaka of relief.
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Ba-boom? What the fuck? I mean, it's a cool graphic, but ba-boom?
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
But
So,
you
Leon,
fucking sucked
do
at
you
it.
object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object!
I mean,
of course
why
I do!
wouldn't
I
he?
object, I object, I object!
I mean, it's obvious that he did it, but
I mean, all
why
of
would
this
he
is just a
like,
bunch
take
of
it?
stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
The fact that it says your name on the fucking
Without
wall,
evidence, it's all
dumb as
bullshit!
shit.
It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well
No,
then,
it's
I
not
guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of
I
that
am.
evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Fuck, it's bullet time. They're throwing a lot at us, aren't they? Oh, it's this. Okay, it's DDR. It's a rhythm game. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time, aka the BTB, or the bullet time battle, aka the BTB BWT. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh shit, I'm garbage at rhythm games. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on to with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. You have to use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. But I'm garbage at rhythm games. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Oh my gosh. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. But then, well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Their thing. Their toolkit. They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have
I
been...
refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Shut the fuck up.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Do you think they counted to make sure they got the right amount of stupids in there? I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. I guess we're gonna do this rhythm game. And I'm terrified because I'm bad at rhythm games. So...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Okay.
You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up!
I'm gonna get really
Where's your
quiet because
proof?
I need to focus.
You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie!
Okay. Oh, okay. I did it.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay. That actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I was really worried.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
I had to get really quiet though.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
A dildo.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, a screwdriver.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Except the one I'm looking at.
But the toolkit in my room
Get
had
it?
clearly never been
I'm talking
used.
I'm talking about Leon.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
So they had to leave and... But if they walked away to go get their toolkit, wouldn't that have enough... Wouldn't that give Sayaka enough time to leave?
Then whose toolkit did
Like
the
she can
killer
listen
use?
to the door, to the footsteps, right?
Stupid, stupid, stupid! It had to be their very own toolkit.
Unless he kept it in his pocket.
Stupid!
Shut up.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this,
No,
then
why would I do that?
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used. Stupid!
Huh?
And if you
Oh my
say
gosh.
you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
I was building IKEA furniture.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Well. Oh, what the fuck? That's a weird art choice.
So, you have no rebuttal?
I guess he
Then it
doesn't.
would seem we are finished here.
Yeah. I don't like this art. Like, it looks nice, it's drawn well, but... Oh shit, I got a B. But overall an A, okay. Shut up, that B means nothing. And we got a bunch of coins. Nice, I'll take it.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Yeah, I guess so.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
One single lever to select one of 15 students.
Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then
Why did
let's
it cut to
get
her?
excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Both.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh my gosh, I feel for myself right now. I just want to die. I don't want to listen to him any longer. Oh. Makoto! There we go. Yay, we did it. He's guilty.
Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Why are we all shocked by this? We figured it out. We knew this. We voted for him.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I mean, we already know we did it.
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Oh, okay, I guess. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first. I mean, you could have just left.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and now you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Grr.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? I mean, you don't have to accept it, but it's gonna happen. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. I mean, Monokuma said it. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we were wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But, even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even if I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. I mean, you had your own video, dude.
Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something, to have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. Dude, you had your own video. You know how it feels.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me.
lying
I need
bitch!
you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. What a bitch! Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. I'll kill her for that. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew.
I understand, I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the more stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping, then I'd have to kill you. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you have so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Yeah, no
You mean execution?
Yeah, man.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. I mean, you didn't have to kill her. You could have just left when she locked herself in her bathroom.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. Exactly. Thank you, Celeste. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit a murder?
So,
that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, you're sure? You are closer to her than anyone, are you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? Well, the bitch kind of betrayed me, so I'm kind of mad at her. I'd kill her if I could. I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. I do. It was her fault. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. Yeah, I guess that's true. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that awakened within you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's
hurry
and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come
No more
on
begging.
now.
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society mandated.
You forced him to.
Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawata, the ultimate baseball star. I don't know why they didn't just, finish that voice acting.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
So I think Leon in the game has a worse punishment. This is the one I wouldn't want to go into the most. Ooh, 3D animation. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Like this one is bad. Oh no, he's being drained away. It's BDSM. Off he goes. Oof. A big ball buster. I like how we just are all watching there. The 1,000 blows. Oh, he's gonna get a blowjob. That's really cool. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, probably not the blows he wanted, huh? Oof. Well, he's dead. That's brutal. That's fucked. Oh. Well, that's that. That's definitely death. That's how that works. I think this song makes it even worse. The song's pretty creepy. Rip. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Fuck.
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
So is mine. Bless you. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Oh. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Fool!
Oh, then we'll narrow it down to one person who can accept that and we'll kill the others. Wait.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
But so why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It'll cost about 50 cents to do that. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground with my cock. I mean, what? You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up at the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you all learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure.
Foreshadowing.
You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some fun for later.
Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. After he was gone, even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Me too. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. Hey, that's mean.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. I'll never simp again.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you could know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
she's kinda dead. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't even care what happened to you. She never would have left that. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward. It's pretty sadistic in that way. You don't really care about the deaths of your friends. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? Yeah, I guess I could walk past their bodies, but what does that have to do with anything? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Well, I'm psychic. Well, call back. Wow. Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Okay, I do like that callback though. That's actually a pretty sweet callback. Fuck. Chapter 1, To Survive. The End. Surviving students, 12. Next time on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc.